Hello students, today we are going to start computer system and organization. So basically computer system is the combination of hardware and software. So the computer system is the combination of hardware and software. Hardware are the physical component of a computer like a keyboard which can be touched, and the software is the set of program of instructions. For example, if we take the MS Word, MS Excel is the example of software. So we can define computer system and organization by a simple equation: hardware, software plus user. User means human being who gives the instructions. Now coming to computer architecture. So computer architecture, here the computer architecture is the combination of central processing unit, memory input, output and auxiliary memory. So here I try to show you in the diagram. This is the functional component of a computer system. This is also called John von Neumann architecture. Start with input device, the device which help of we enter data into computer system. For example, keyboard, mouse. This is the example of input device. Barcode reader. This is the example of input device. Output device, the device which help of display process of information. So output device, a device which shows the output. So here in this is a screen monitor. This is example of the output device. Central processing unit. So central processing unit is called brain of computer, which takes the input from input device and process as per demand of instruction, which is called program. The output of a processing of data are directed to output device. So if someone asks the brain of computer, I think everyone of you are aware, CPU is called the brain of computer. Okay, now coming to memory. So memory is basically is divided into three parts: main memory, auxiliary memory and cache memory. First of all, we try to understand what is memory. So memory in the language of computer machine is called storage, which and its function is to store coded form of information from the human operation through input device or from other computer connected to it. So this is the definition of the memory. Now coming to classification of memory. RAM, random access memory. So RAM is a volatile memory. So which memory is called volatile? Volatile memory means which when the power is turned off, the information which is stored in that memory is ruined away, or you can say you can't access that data when the power is turned off. So this is the example, is the ROM, read only memory. Read only memory is a non-volatile memory. It is used for reading and fetching data. Okay. Cache memory. Cache memory is basically fastest memory and which is also used for store data, but it is also store data for a temporary purpose. Now to coming to secondary memory. Secondary memory or a auxiliary memory. Secondary or auxiliary memory is used for a mass storage. Hard disks are for this purpose. It is used to store operating system, compiler, assembler, application program data. As the example of secondary memory, hard disk, optical disk, pen drive, floppy drive, and Blu-ray disc. This is the example of secondary memory. Secondary memory is also something I want to say that is a low in cost, large in space. This is the advantage of secondary memory. Now coming to Blu-ray disc. So this is called Blu-ray, not Blu-ray. Blu-ray disc is the name of new optical disc format. The format offers more than 5 times the storage capacity of traditional DVDs and can hold up to 25 GB on a single layer disc and 50 GB on a dual layer disc. So in a traditionally way, for storing purpose DVDs are used, but now the Blu-rays are come and the capacity of Blu-ray is more than the DVDs. So